What's going on, everybody? Travis with RAC Garage, and I found some missing footage, so this video is that. I thought I uploaded the video of me taking the 32 3-window apart, cutting and fixing the A-pillars. I thought I did that already. Apparently I didn't. I found the footage. Me and Kelly edited it, so here it is now. Sorry it's a little late, but this is a video on the 32 3-window coupe, fixing the A-pillars and ripping the body apart, bringing it to blasting. So hope you guys enjoy this one. Sorry it was late. Yeah, it's a little old, but it's a good one. Alright guys, back in the shop working on the 32 3-window project. As you guys know, I have that door hanging on there. That door is not going to be used on this car. I'm going to use that door for the unchopped 3-window that we're making. I think I'm going to take that off and do something else. So I'm going to start off. If I'm going to make the openings fit a door, I should make them fit a door that I'm using. So this is the start of the door that I'm using. These inners came from a fine gentleman whose name escapes me right now, but he got these free from Brookville. I don't know how we squeezed that out of him, but he got these for free. Took the pieces he needs, which was the very bottom, which, you know, rots out on all of them. You know, they were hanging in his basement, and it didn't feel right selling them. So luckily he found us and gave them to us. So we just had to pay shipping. That was cool. You probably heard the story already. But now I am going to try and make this door fit the hole, kind of. Am I? Oh, I still don't know yet. Because why am I not doing that yet? I'm not doing that yet because this is not right. This is straight as it is from factory until this little corner starts kicking back here. And it shouldn't kick back here. It should kick back from here. So I'm not going to make the door fit this because this is wrong. I might have to do it out of order and fix this because I don't have a window. Actually, do I? Oh, but it's wrong. It's just as wrong as the other one. Okay. Yeah, it's just as stupid as the body is. Okay. Looks like I'm just doing my own thing. Probably going to... Here's where I'm stuck. Here's where I'm stuck. I'm gonna have to call somebody and ask them what to do. Alright, yeah, just talked to Jim Barlaro. He used to chop Brookville cars for Brookville back in the day. Not back in the day. Just, I don't know, probably 10 years ago or so. But he confirmed what I was thinking. There's no way I should make the door fit this hole because this hole is not correct. I just gotta start messing with this. So, yeah. That's what I gotta do. So I think, now that I know I gotta do that, I think I'm just gonna start cutting the thing apart. Like, because this is such a mess. There's nothing for me to really, like, there's nothing for me here. So I need to, like, I want to cut the header out. Or this, I guess this header, yeah. That'll be nice. I can fix it. Take all the dents out of it on the bench. And this piece here, probably cut it at the factory weld, and probably this same one here. Right? Oh no, this is one piece. Here. Yeah, I'll cut the body here and there on the other side, and I'll just go at this with a, you know, I'll just go at this. But first, I do want to make some kind of thing to Cleco/bolt in here so I know, like, what size the windshield was. So when I go to put the A-pillars back on, I know how big to make them. So yeah, that old chestnut. So let's get going on that. I don't know if I want to push it in there. It'll be nicer, but I don't think I got the room. Yeah, I think I'll be all right, actually. All right, major surgery coming up on this car. Major surgery. A-pillar is what everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see me fix this. Hulk squeezed A-pillars. That's what I call them. The old Hulk squeeze. He just grabbed it and squeezed it together. I think I'm going to do this the Walden way, cutting down through here, this part right here. I'm going to try, because there's like no, there's like no spot welds left anywhere. It's just hard to take apart, but I'm going to try. I'm going to take these A-pillars off, a little triangle piece here. I'm going to take that off here, take it up, cut this. It really doesn't matter because it's all destroyed. Yeah, I'm probably going to take out the cowl brace and cowl bracing the other braces for the dash. These guys, they won't be riveted back in. I'll probably weld them back in because that's going to be a pain. So that'll come out. These will come out. I'll take the little sections out of here. I might even take the cowl top off. Then I'm taking this off. So all the sheet metal is going to get taken off in pieces. So I can fix them separately, nice and easy, either on the bench, on my little square table over there, maybe even my hammer table, somewhere to make it comfortable for me to fix this roof piece. I'm going to try to keep it in one piece because the factory piece is here to here and it wraps around to the other side. That was one piece up until like here where they leaded it. Tonight's really not going to get much done tonight. It's going to be finding spot welds, cutting them out, yada yada. Not that fun, not that interesting, but necessary to do it right, because I don't see any other way to get this done other than taking the whole thing apart, putting the A-pillar where I need it, and then putting the sheet metal back over everything. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be fun to put it back, but I just don't see another way around it. So that's what I'm going to do. And like I said before, I'm going to figure out the height of this windshield and kind of make a brace that fits in this windshield and, you know, don't lose it. Because I don't want to, like, I want to modify the chop, but I don't want to modify the look. I don't know if that made any sense. I forgot what I said. But I want to, like, I don't want to change the look of this front windshield. But I do want to change the look of this, but not the height of the window. So that window height's going to stay. It's just going to change. Window frame itself is going to change its shape a little bit because it was just done. It was just done incorrectly. Like, the person who did this, I am really, really surprised they didn't cut this here and try to put a filler piece in and just move the A-pillar and everything, the roof forward, to make this fit correctly. I'm really surprised they didn't do that, and I am glad they didn't do that because actually, you know, it doesn't matter. If they did it, I would have just shortened it back up and had to lean the post back, and this would actually probably been fine. So never mind. I just hate everything they did. So yeah, I'm seriously debating on cutting this whole thing off. I don't want to cut the cowl top off because I just made a giant weld right here, and I could have just not done that and just cut the other side and taken this off. But okay, enough blabbing. Let me make this pattern first and then get after it. Cut some little piece of angle, little piece of square stock. I'm gonna put angle here, angle there, angle up here, and of course angle on the other side. Put these in between, tack, 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 tack. Weld the thing on, cut another piece diagonal to tie the two together. So that'll be my window opening. So I know that, you know, that's where I want it. That's where I want it to be. If it's the same height either side, even better. If it's not, I might change it. I don't know. But I want to make this first, and then I can maybe change it. Let's see what I think. I don't think it looks terrible. I don't think the front looks wonky. It's kind of hard to measure it though, because it's a curve, and I can measure anywhere on the curve and be like a 1/16 of an 1/8 inch off and think it's crooked and then actually do it and it's really crooked. So I don't know. I'm probably just gonna leave it because I think it looks fine. Might be chopped a little more on the right side. Ugh, this is tough. All right, actually, you know what? I might try and measure, see if it's blatantly off. 7 7/8. So it's actually 6 7/8 because this ruler is 1 inch short. 6 7/8. I think someone cut stuff out of this one. 1/8 inch difference, but if I move it to where this was, I think, yeah. I think we're okay. It's really tough to figure out. Alright, so that didn't work at all. I'm gonna have to like make points to measure to because the header piece under here is too rotted. So when I try to drill into it, see, it's just, Clecos aren't gonna hold to that. I do have Cleco holes, or just holes that were drilled in this for some reason. This hole's drilled in the top here. So I can locate this back to the header panel. I just gotta probably measure from those holes to these two holes, and I'll measure from this hole to say this hole and this hole, kind of triangulate it and get a measurement that way to get the height back to where it was. Fun stuff. Because, and I don't even think it's gonna work either because, you know, windshields are flat, right? And come on, where'd I put my pieces? And this, say this lays flat on the bottom there. Look how far away it is. That the windshield wouldn't lay flat on this. It would probably sit flat kind of here, and then the edges would poke out, I bet. You know, another thing I gotta deal with. I think it would just be easier when the whole thing's apart, so I can just put it back together how I need to put it back together. This car is probably not gonna be to any spec of a real 3-window because there's nothing to start with. It's mostly original pieces, but I don't know where to start. Everything important has been messed with. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Like I said, I'm just gonna measure and then I'm just gonna start cutting because I don't know what else to do. This is the what the hell am I doing moment of the project. I know I have to trust the process, but still scared. Still scared. Okay. naked, you know, that piece is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's not worth replacing. Just needs a sandblast and a paint. You probably saw all the crap that came out of there. I didn't see it, but I see it on the ground now. And holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. Now I think I should excavate some more of this A-pillar, get this sheet metal that's all messed up out of the way, get it to some good stuff, which is right here, down, and see what I need to replace. I don't care how nice your car is, it probably looks a little bit like this right here. If it's never been taken fully apart, I can almost guarantee you it looks like that. Because there's no way you can access that unless you take it apart. So this thing, on the other hand, this might go to blasting. I need to fix this, so I need to come up with some kind of dye, I think, because this is a little rotted here, so this whole front is probably not great. We'll see what we can do with that. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that, but cool. It was looking more and more like a car, and now it's looking less and less like a car. That's the way I do it. Okay, time to cut some more. All right, so this is what the A-pillar looks like from behind. See how they tilted it back from up here? So the door just has a kink in it at the top, and that's not right at all. And they probably just heated this part up, smacked it up, because that would end up going too far down. So yeah, that's not nice at all. So, same thing on this side. But really, I had to cut into this because I welded it to the A-pillar, the inner A-pillar part. So I had to kind of cut that a little bit, but it's getting cut out anyway. But it's honestly not terrible in here. You know, if they didn't weld to it, this side's really not that bad at all. They didn't even weld this. Look, you can see daylight through there. Or it's cracked, I don't know. But regardless, it's not terrible. Not that I'm going to use it, but it's not bad. What I think I'm going to do here, figure out, you know, again, now that the skin's off, maybe I can get a different measurement from maybe the center of this hole over, center of this hole over to this one, same thing on that one, and triangulate that so I can triangulate both of these holes, make sure everything's good. Take this piece off, figure out where, like put the new A-pillar top on after I know how high this is. No, that's not gonna work out. It's gonna have to be this section here. So this top here, figure out how high this is. There, maybe, on each side, top of that, because this does have that. I don't know how accurate it is. It's not accurate. Okay, so I can't do that. Maybe that little joggle there. I can measure from that joggle, because that's right there, down to some point, and then cut this, splice it on, and then put this back on after I triangulate the measurements, clamp it on, make sure everything's good, weld it back on. Obviously, after this is clean, blasted, primed, put it back on, and then I'll be dealing with stock configuration, just shorter, and then I can cut down in here, fold it in to the desired, you know, angle, which is yet to be determined. I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows what angle this is going to be. It's really dependent on kind of where this is now. Yeah, I'll probably measure from, say, like this hole back somewhere. Of course, see, I got nothing to measure to because everything kind of, well, I guess, yeah, that kind of moves. Well, I'll figure it out, but because they lean this back. Or maybe I'll do from here, hook it here to the rear window. Since I'm not moving the back anytime soon, I can cut the backs once this is back stock, so this will push forward, so this will be in line again. And then I'll push it back until I get that measurement again, but this is straight. Obviously not straight up until the kink, not straight and then kinked up here. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I think I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything like that tonight. I think I'm calling it tonight. It's pretty late, you know, didn't get a ton done, but still got stuff done. And this is what, you know, my A-pillars look like, as you knew. And again, this also, not that bad. They just, if they didn't cave and pave and grind the crap out of it, it probably would have been usable. Because I don't think this was rotted. I think it just, they were grinding it like crazy to try to get everything to match up, and they ground through it. Unfortunately. But, you know, well, Kelly's calling me like crazy. She probably thinks I died because I'm not answering. But I'm recording. So, let's go, and I'll call her or answer the phone. So, later. All right, so back on here. It is during the day. It's not night shift. Should I be working? I am working. I'm going to start taking this stuff apart. I'm going to cut these little bottom pieces off of here. Take the header off. I already cut down my A-pillar tops. Roughly. Rough cut them. So I'm going to use these. I was going to try and save the top of this because it's not that bad. But it's just a bunch of little dings. And I just don't feel like dealing with it when I got a new one. So yeah, take this off. Take the dash rail off, take these little thingies off. Everything is getting separated from each other, blasted. So everything's getting taken apart, blasted, you know, primed, put back together. And since I'm doing this when I should be working, I'm splitting these 3 window doors that I have to repair from the skin from the inner. Because I took some of the sheet metal off of the front. I don't know if you can see, but at the lip around the whole door, there's a bunch of rust in there, and I don't want it to peek through on them. So I asked him, said it's okay, he wants it done right. So I'm gonna split the door, send it to blast, have it taken care of, prime it before we put it back together. Hopefully no rust will come back. But it's like cancer, it's unstoppable. But a better chance of it not coming back than if we just leave it there. So I want to bring everything at once, and I actually want to blast this car. So I'll be splitting the doors, taking the doors, and I'm going to take this stuff at the same time. So I'm going to take the roof section, all these pieces, the cowl, I'll separate it from the firewall again. This whole rear section, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think I can take it off. We'll see. We'll see what I can do here. I think I can, because these are only tech screwed to the B-pillars and B-posts I can take out. And it's not... The only thing is the hem on here, and it's not even like hammered over. It's just hung on it. And I know there's a lip on the bottom. I'm not sure if I have enough room to pop it over that. I'm gonna try. Because then I can take this whole rear section, have that blasted, taken care of, because I forgot to wire wheel that. I would have sent the whole car and had it done like this, but I didn't do that wheel well when I put the car together, so I don't want to weld the quarters to the sub rails and then be stuck with rust in between the sub rail and the wheel well. Like, I just got too excited and put it together. So I'd like to have that done. All this stuff in here, just I want all the rust gone. That's pretty much all I'm trying to say, is I want all the rust gone so I can just fix it right and not have to worry about it. Like all the other jobs, I love having a car that's blasted, bare metal, so I know there's no rust anywhere. Besides like maybe inside of, in between panels. Obviously you can't get that, but I'm taking everything apart. So this car's gonna have no rust on it, you know, except for maybe in between in here where I'm not getting, you know, maybe not totally rust free, whatever. So that's why I'm taking this apart. That's why I'm working on this, is because I want to bring it all in one go and just have everything done. And then, yeah, it'll be done. I can start priming stuff that needs to be primed. I can, you know, not prime things that doesn't need to be primed, or just prime everything. I don't know. right now I still got to do some cutting and excavating. So I'll be cutting these out first, and then somebody brazed or welded the tops of this all the way along. Great. So now I got to take that apart. It's fun. So I do that so I can take the dash rail out. I have to pop these rivets. I'll grind them down, whatever. Because like this is already starting to rust. Sandblast finish, you touch it a bunch. Obviously the sub rails are rusting because I've been touching them, and just hitting it with a DA doesn't really do anything. So I want to blast it so I know it's clean. Take it home and prime it immediately. That ain't no thing. Let's get to work. I don't know how much time I got, but start cutting. This does not excite me to cut this out. It's a very important piece, and I don't want to ruin it, but I know it has to be done to get it done right, so I'm gonna cut it out. Whew. Nasty back there, huh? And look at all this. All just filled in with weld, smashed in and leaded. Yep, same story as the welding piece. I'm copying him. He does stuff right, so I'm trying to do stuff right too. This does give you access. You can cut right down in the corner. You know, lean it back. I just gotta take all this stuff out to do that. Number 2. Let's throw these out. No. Here's the other one. It's actually that side. This is this side. Now I gotta figure out where to cut it. I might cut it where I already have a cut, if it's big enough for that. And it is, for sure. Alright, so I got this guy here, and I made it a little bit shorter on this side because this side is taller. Maybe try to fix the windshield a tad. We'll see. So this is here, so when I cut this off and that off, I know where this is supposed to be. So I'm not fighting where this and measuring from a Brookville to a normal piece, and I know it's just not going to be correct. So at least this is going to be in the right spot. So that means I can just put this where it fits. I can take the piece of wood, I can bolt it up in here, and then that'll kind of give me my spacing here. I don't know. Or I can kind of measure how much I need, whatever works. And then we can lean everything back. I just want to get this, you know, to the right size first. Got it.
Are you done?
Yes. All right, so bad parts cut off. There's still bad stuff on here, and there's still areas I want to cut out, but that's cut off. This header panel is cut off, unriveted. So this piece is loose, ready to sandblast. Yeah, I'm done working. I'll be out in a minute. And these pieces, taken off of the dash rail. Hold on, buddy. And so now, next thing I think I'm gonna do, when I get time, I think I ran out of time, take this down. Since you can see this thing has been, someone welded the top of this instead of... Yes, buddy, I'm trying to make a video. Can you be quiet, please? They just welded the tops of these. For what reason, I have no idea. I don't know if they ever replaced it or not, but so I have to do that and then see if there's any spot welds here, which there usually is. I gotta unearth that to take this dash rail out. I'll get that blasted, and then I can start doing that whole thing. But I might want to lean. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the structure attached to here, but I might just cut it. Actually, I might not undo these rivets. I want to, but it doesn't. It's not leaning back that far down. So the lean back is like here, right in the middle of it. So it's not the whole thing. So I might just cut it, and wherever it lies after that is where I weld it back up. But yeah, I'll probably leave that attached so I don't have to, this doesn't dip down too much, and then I lose my height because this is, you know, sinking down. So that's where I'm at. It's looking less and less like a car the more I fix it. It's weird how that happens, huh? Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna work. You know, I've never done a 3-window like this. And like, it sucks that this car wasn't chopped a little better so I could have like references, because there's literally nothing to go off of anymore because it was so messed up. Long story short, I just hope I'm doing everything right. If not, I'm just gonna have to giggity guess what I'm doing next time. This seems right. It seems like I know what I'm doing right now. Yeah, that looks good. This makes sense to me. So what I did, I obviously made this thing fit that opening. I cut these things off of here. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, so I think I do know what the heck's going on here. Seems like now we're cooking with grease. This is back where it was, maybe a little bit lower on this side because we wanted that. And yeah, now all I have to do is extend this up to meet this in a sense. Like get this here spliced in. I gotta figure out what distance I need in between here, and then I can replace this, cut this, or cut this, whichever. Might have to do a little bit of both. I might just cut this. I might cut more of, I don't know, actually. Yeah. I gotta cut some of this and some of this, because I want to keep this because I want to put windshield pivots back in it. And I also want to keep this nutser here, which is to hold on the garnish molding that I don't have, but I will someday, so I want to keep that. I keep saying so, yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here. So I think this is a process live in my head. It's a jumbled mess. I don't know how I end up at the end results that I do, but I get there somehow. Yeah, I need to cut this a little bit, tiny bit. Cut this one, put it on top, weld it, make sure everything's flat, because I'm not kinking anything over yet. That's why I cut this loose, made this brace and put it back on here, so this is the stock angle of the windshield, just chopped. So after I get these on, this obviously not welded or riveted back onto this, because I want to get this blasted, but clamped on here, maybe tech screwed. Once that's like that, then I can come in here, cut this all apart, lean it back. But for right now, we're just putting this A-pillar back on at the stock angle, nothing kick back or lean back yet. That can be later. And this, I don't mind if this is welded on here and this gets blasted later. This can get, like I said, taken care of later. Because I think I'm going to send the whole car out for blasting. I think I'm at that point, maybe in a day or so, where I can feel comfortable sending it out to get blasted. Yeah, okay. Guess I'll find a spot, cut this, figure that out. Alright, I got some figuring to do. It's in the trash. Okay. We're at good metal. Finally. Took long enough. Alright, so this wood, oh no, this is pretty close. It's holding on by a thread. Alright, 1.5 inches. A little less than 1.5 inches. So, that means I need a little less than 1.5 inches here. Lock it this time, Travis. Okay, we're locked in. Oh, come on. Where did I put the sharp? Okay. Oh. Where I cut it at, not quite 90 is what I cut it at. I'm going to leave myself a little bit of room here Quite a bit of room actually, because I don't know how well I can transfer the angle, so I'll trust myself. All right, at least it fits on here now. And now, the task is going to be getting this flush and getting that thickness in between. Let's see. Let's see how I did. Get the ruler right on here. Not terrible. And yeah, not terrible. That cut was actually pretty good. I can make it work the way it is, but fortunately, I don't think I cut scotch more, huh? I'll go half the thickness that I think I need to go, or half of what I originally drew. Alright. Got this tacked up here. Should double check it. That looks alright, I guess. This looks good. Oh, this is probably a curve. That's probably not straight. This is straight, which is good. Alright, so the front straight and the side straight. Should be straight. I hate these wedge collets. I hate them. Say it's supposed to be better. Better than what? Nothing? Probably. Tech screws for the win. Bam. And now, since I think this guy's good, I think that's messed up. I think we're all G here. Not. You know, all right, so I put the skin back on over this, and it fits nicely on the inner support like it did before. All those spot weld holes are lining up, and this is gonna sit right on this nicely. So I know this height is correct for this, and I think I have some wiggle room here, but I just wanted to make sure. I put it on, I'm like, oh crap, like what if the sheet metal doesn't fit? So now I kind of know when this is clecoed back to the that inner support there, I kind of have, I can take a measurement from, like, say this to this, I can kind of like figure out what that measurement is and make it the same, and it should be equal. So I'll do that side later, but dinner's ready. All right, so I got both sides welded up here. This is where it belongs now, so now I can cut this free of this dash rail, or try to anyway. I can take this out, take this back off. I can access, well, all 5 rivets pretty much, but 3 of them I can center punch and drill out. Obviously on each side, I don't have to go show you. I do that all the time. I don't have to show you. And then I'll probably take the little extendo, little 1/2 inch by 18 little PP grinder, grind off those 2 down there. And then, like I said, I gotta grind the top of this, which kind of sucks, but take care of that. And I might have to take the, I might have to make a cowl top, or at least some of it from here over, because they scabbed in this this vent, and now I'm kind of thinking no vent. If I'm making an not an insert. Well, I am making an insert, but if I'm making one of these things, you know, might as well just shave it. It's a cool thing to do. I just need to make a die for this, which isn't difficult. I just need to do it. So I do need to make this die. I need to make this die, I'm pretty sure, and I need to make the roof die like I have for the 36. I need to make this one right there, and I need to make something for this. Oh geez, this is not going to be a quick repair, because I could just get this center header piece here and replace it, but just a centerpiece, no curve, like stops here, I think, here over. That's $1,000. $1,000 for that little piece of sheet metal. No thank you. So I'm gonna repair that one, and you know, same story with this guy. Even though it does have heavy pitting down in the center, I do see some pinholes now that I'm looking, but it's not terrible. I can always, you know, a piece where I need the piece, but I don't think I'm gonna. I might just weld them up with the MIG, grind it off, call it a day, because the backside's pretty smooth. Yeah, there's a pinhole there. So yeah, now, you know, I'm gonna drill these out. A long-winded statement, and you know, I always do this. I go to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I tell you the next steps that I plan on doing, and I never end up doing any of those things. So I don't even know why I go on a rant and just tell you about those things. Whatever. Let's drill those. There it is. Oh, that didn't move too much. Alright, this needs to get blasted. Straightened out, holes filled, or most of them filled. Okay, that's the structure taken out. now I get everything blasted, and then I can just go ahead and start fixing. For real, start fixing. So that's cool. Woo. Daunting though sometimes. It's like, this is a very expensive car and I'm just like, you know, just taking it fully apart. Whatever. Cool. Dash rail, one piece. Just gonna have to bend in. Alright, so I'm gonna send everything on the 32 sandblasting. So I'm gonna take the back half off, load up my truck, and you know, we'll go get it sandblasted. So we already kind of loosened the back half up. You see how it's all kind of B-pillows are sticking out. I got it loosened off and I was like, oh shit, I should be recording this. So, here's kind of the faked version of it. Well, that was not fun maneuvering it through this, you know, 1 square foot pathway, but we made it. It's outside. Skeleton here. You know, this whole subframe section will probably go. I'll take these off. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't know if I can fit all this in my truck though. I know I can fit the back half and a little miscellaneous stuff, but we'll see about the other stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty cool sight. And 3-window in the back of a Model A pickup. Not the whole thing, but you know, some of it.